Good evening, everyone. And to those of you who are joining us via our live stream, welcome. We are so glad that you are with us. Now is a very good time to make sure you have delicious things wherever you may be. Many people are finding their way here at Mona with delicious things. And to those of you who are joining via the live stream, just a reminder that all of the silent and live auction items are available for purchase and bid in our auction software, Greater Giving. So make sure that you are logged in and registered. Everyone here will be bidding using their mobile devices. Everyone in our live stream will be bidding using their mobile devices. You'll be able to do all of that in Greater Giving. So make sure you're logged in and registered. Also, if you are joining us via the live stream, please take a selfie of you and whomever you're with. And you can see that this is real live theater because people are standing in front of the camera. It's okay. And take a selfie and send that selfie. Text it to 315-400-0093. And we will be able to see some of you a little later. And those who are here, find a comfortable seat. It's okay. This is called a live auction for a reason. It's live because people are everywhere. So, welcome, Tom. We are so glad to see you in the live stream. Welcome to everyone. We're going to begin in just a moment. Find a comfortable spot. Make sure you have your mobile device handy. Make sure you have delicious things to eat and drink. We're going to be underway in just a moment. Welcome. excited to welcome you to the 31st Annual Mona Art Auction. Welcome. And I will say that we are live streaming as well. And so for those people who are standing directly in the center of the room, I will only ask you to hold such conversations slightly to the left or slightly to the right. You can stand, you can walk around, you can move, you can go to the bar. Just, you know, if you notice that you are directly between the stage and the camera, you know, take one step left or right. That's all we ask. As we begin this evening, I would ask that you take a moment and be with us as we acknowledge the land that we are on. The Museum of Northwest Art resides on the land of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Swinomish Indian tribal community. With gratitude, we honor their stewardship of these lands since time immemorial to the present day. This land acknowledgement does not take the place of authentic relationships with indigenous communities, which we desire and strive to build. So, again, I'm going to ask everyone upstairs and everyone downstairs all together, would you please cheer for the 31st Annual Mona Art Auction as we share the magic of Northwest art? And to those of you who are joining us via our live stream, we are so excited to have you here. In fact, we are so excited. Everyone here would like to indicate how much they're excited. Would you all wave to the people right in the middle? Wave, hey, everyone on the live stream, we're glad you're here. Thank you. And if you are on our live stream and you would like to wave back, you can do that. Just wave, put the waving emoji in the chat. Robbie Smith, yes, we'll wave back to you too. Anyone, Robbie and Brenda and Aaron and Tom, we are so excited. And anyone who is joining us via our live stream, you are most welcome to share the magic of Northwest Art with us. It is my great privilege and pleasure to get to share the stage with the person next to me. Not only is he our honorary co-host, you're not even honorary, you're the real co-host of this event. He is also the executive director and chief curator of the Museum of Northwest Art. Would you please welcome a very talented magician, Stefano Catalani. Let's hear it.
Well, we got a great room tonight. Last year we were upstairs, this year we're downstairs because there's so many of us. Thank you, Ian. Every year, this is the annual art auction is where really the magic happens. Friends of the museums and together with artists come together to raise funds in support of the museum's exhibitions, permanent collection, and educational and outreach programs. Also the free admission. This is one of the few museums where we offer free admissions. So without this event and without your generous support, Mona would not be able to continue to celebrate, for example, the legacy of the Northwest Schools Masters through exhibitions or present exhibitions of contemporary artists who really speaks about the times in which we live, or share empowering experiences with youth and adults through educational programs that touch, transform, and enrich our sensibilities. This past year has been incredibly spellbinding, if I can use this word. The museum had almost 30,000 visitors. We hosted major exhibitions with artists such as Alfredo Regin, who will be very missed, and Italo Scanga. We expanded the Outside In Gallery, the community dedicated to amplifying the voices in the community. And we launched also new youth programs, such as the Teen Art Club. We also continue to embrace equity and inclusivity at all levels of the institutions. And in fact, we released a statement of institutional commitments to these values as a roadmap for the future. So when you come to the museum and you enter for free, you will be able in the future to see all the text of all the exhibitions bilingual from now on, Spanish and English. We also, through the Mona Link program, we serve school districts and provide art education and access to art education to underserved youth in the whole Skagit County and also neighboring counties. And that's also how we serve our community. Also, last year was special as a lot of the energy of the museum was focused on raising funds for deferred maintenance. I want to share tonight, this is a big announcement, that June 14th and from June 14th, so next Wednesday, and through July, the end of July, Mona will be closed for construction. We are replacing the roof and the HVA system. And since we're raising money tonight, I want to share that we will be using the funds raised last year, as well as cash reserves that were restricted for this project. I think it's a huge accomplishment for this community, and I'm really happy to see this happening soon. So tonight, I'm asking you to bid generously on the art, and when it comes the moment to raise the paddle, Ian will tell you more about it. The funds that are raised tonight, though, will help funding Mona programs, as well as replenish those cash reserves that we're going to use for construction. So you know the drill. I also want to thank all the community of artists, many of whom are here tonight. They're wearing a lanyard, so make sure that if you see them, you thank them for supporting the museum. All the sponsors, and also for their generous support, as well as the trustees, and really the indestructible Mona staff for their talent and professionalism, and all the volunteers that have helped installing the exhibition. My deepest gratitude goes to the art auction procurement, Erlene Beckes, Lucy Van Zanden, and Joan Cross, mistresses of ceremony, Gretchen McCauley, the president of the board, and Betsy Humphrey. And thank you to all of you, supporters, friends, mission champions. It is the sense of belonging that you feel when you walk into this museum that really makes it possible for Mona to thrive and make the magic happen. So tonight, bid often and raise that paddle. Thank you so much.
Can we hear it one more time for the executive director of Mona, Stefano Catalani? And of course, the great thing is, Stefano has agreed to not only serve as executive director, but also this evening to continue and be the co-host. So Stefano, don't go anywhere, please, because I need you. We want to talk about how this all works. And I know that many of you were here with us last year upstairs or via our live stream, and so you have a pretty good idea. But for those of you who are still looking around going, now, wait a minute, no one handed me a bid card, and things are being sold, and what is happening? Here is how it all works. All of the silent auction items that are all around you, that are upstairs, that you are looking at online, are available for bid via our mobile bidding software, Greater Giving. You must log in and register, and yes, provide means of payment, usually in the form of a credit card number that is valid and connected to your life. Then you will be able to make bids on all of the silent auction items. The silent items will close tomorrow at 8 p.m. However, you can buy a silent auction item outright if you make the buy it now bid, which is the top bid. The live auction is going to work in a very similar way. all of the live auction items will be bid on by everyone via your mobile device using Greater Giving. And the live auction items have been open since yesterday at 5 p.m. Now, this is the most important detail for anyone who is joining us for the first time. We will sell the live auction in groups. So our first group of live auction items has 3 items, items 1, 2, and 3. And in a very few minutes, when it is time, all 3 of those items will close simultaneously. You can bid on any one of them or all of them, and if you are wondering how that works, you can use the max bid feature that is built into Greater Giving. It allows you to tell the robots to bid for you. They will bid 1 increment at a time up to your max bid, keeping the piece of art away from the people trying to take it away from you. Then it gets to come to your house. So, this is where you can click the green Bid More button. You put the maximum amount that you are willing to bid on an item, and then you don't have to worry about that item as long as it doesn't go over your max bid, because the computer will keep bidding for you 1 bid at a time against other people. Finally, as is our tradition at Mona, there is a 10% premium that will be added to auction items and any experience packages, though the 10% premium will not be included on the Fund the Future donations, only on items, and we are so grateful for all of your support. This helps us to cover all of the costs. Those of you joining us via our live stream, please take a selfie. We want to see you with whomever you're with. Take a picture. It's very easy, just use your device and take a picture like with Stefano and I, and then text the picture to 315-400-0093. We're going to be seeing some of those very, very soon. Okay, also, I have to remind everyone about the Golden Raffle. The Golden Raffle tickets will be drawn, the winner will be drawn very soon. And the winner gets to pick almost any live auction item that is valued up to $10,000, or any silent auction item that has not had a buy it now bid made. If somebody bought it outright, you can't steal it, but any other silent auction item you can take. Yes? Okay, good. There might be a golden ticket still available. I don't know if there's any left. We might be done. If there are, find those people. And if not, Stefano, we have to thank an incredible group that has made it possible for Mona to continue to thrive and for all of us to be here this evening. So, I hope you will give uproarious applause and support to the amazing sponsors of the Museum of Northwest Art who make it possible. Would you give our gold sponsors, Dunlap Towing Company and Dunlap Industrial Hardware, a huge round of applause? And our silver sponsor, Alaska Airlines. We could not do it without them. To Smith & Valley, thank you so much. Also, to our bronze sponsors, Scott Milo Gallery, Banner Bank, Art Access, Tom Bucknell, Landed Gentry, Trico Companies, Lonnie Bergner, Nancy Wright, Mosseri Construction, and Harbor Mountain Development. Would you give all them a big round of applause? And to our supporting sponsors, Gallery One, HKP Architects, Brand Query, and Michelle Hertow. Would you give all of them a huge, huge round of applause? Sponsors, we really, really couldn't do it without you because, as you all know, it has taken very many people, very many organizations, very, very many hours and weeks and months and years and honestly decades to bring us to this 31st annual celebration. And before we fully dive into the live auction, we do want to take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate and honor a person who has been so key to the history of Mona, a person that we sadly lost this year. Not only did she begin her tenure when the museum was not in this building, when it was in its previous home in the Gashes mansion. She was instrumental in the acquisition of this place, the move to bring us here. And during her time at Mona, she provided leadership in basically every possible way, including serving as executive director from 1990 to 2007 for 17 years. So I would just ask everyone to just pause your conversation for a moment. Hopefully find a way to be able to see one of our screens as we celebrate and recognize the inimitable Susan Park.
This is a story I tell to a lot of people about the value of volunteering. I got here and a neighbor was hanging an art show for Children's Hospital benefit, something like that. And I said, sure, I'll help. And then a couple weeks later, this neighbor was at a wedding with board member Wally Funk. He was saying, oh, how much trouble the museum was having finding a director after Art left. And Joyce Anderson said, well, did you know this new person in town with a museum background? And Wally left the wedding reception and called me on a Sunday afternoon, and sort of we had our first interview that way. And then I met with the executive committee there in the Gatchis Mansion on the Monday, and the full board on Wednesday, and they wouldn't take no for an answer. Mona matters to me, first of all, because I consider it my baby. And I have really enjoyed watching my kid grow up. But in another vein, it matters to me because we are preserving the artistic history of our region, and that's important.
Can we have a cheer for the incredible Susan Park and preserving the history of Northwest art? I am sure Susan would want us all to give all of our money to Mona tonight. So if you really want to honor her, just think about doing that. Stefano, one lucky person gets to give all of their money and get an extra a prize, an extra item out of it, because they will be the winner of the Golden Raffle. So, are you ready to find the winner of the Golden Raffle? Wonderful. Stefano, would you be so kind as to, yes, he is going to draw one, oh yes, very judiciously. So just as a reminder, this person,
Oh my God.
it's not you, right?
No.
Okay, good.
I know this person. So the winner is Diana Klein. Diana, you're here. So we want to know, right?
Diana Klein, congratulations. I sort of know Diana too. Hi, Diana. Did you have a selection? You do. Which one were you hoping to pick? Diana is taking the Paul Havas from the live auction. Would you give Diana a big round of applause? And I want to thank, I want to acknowledge that Paul Havas piece has just raised $10,000 for Mona. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. Very nicely done. So Stefano, here's how we're going to do this, I think, if it's okay. We're going to ask that the art is going to come through. And I will just say to those of you sitting right in front, the art is going to come by you. So, no tripping the art handlers, because that's not nice. And then if you wouldn't mind telling us what we have, and then I will help the people to purchase the items. Now, I can see when you bid on this big screen that is right in front of me. That's why I keep looking down, because every time you bid, it lights up. Your job is to have your thumbs very limber and at the ready, because in just a moment, our first group of live auction items will close. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Let's try.
Go?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm supposed to say, would you please tell us about our first group of live auction items, items 1, 2, and 3?
All that. Okay. Item number 1, Joel Brock, Still Life Pastel. Utilizing pastel, Brock created light-filled compositions. The small pastel demonstrates his interest in playing with space, light, and form. Brock's work is in many regional international collections, and he was included in the exhibition The Painted View at the Museum of Northwest Art in 2006. Item number 2, Lenny Bergner, Fusion Vessel, stainless steel mesh, wire, and silicone. Bergner is a mixed media sculptor who has been creating biomorphic and geometric sculptures and installations out of metal mesh since 1983. His work can be found in numerous museum collections, including the Smithsonian American Art Museum, Seattle Art Museum, and the Museum of Art and Design in New York. Item number 3, Kathleen Faulkner, Respite, oil on canvas. Respite wonderfully captures the misty and expansive essence of the Northwest. An esteemed board member of MONA, Faulkner was a recipient of the 2019 Museum of Northwest Art Luminaries Award. How am I doing? Good.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're all doing very well as well. So just a reminder, all 3 items will close at the same time. If you want one of them, I highly encourage you to consider using the Bid More Max Bid feature, because it does get very fast now. I know you've been bidding slowly since 5 o'clock yesterday evening, but now the fast part comes. So I don't want anybody in, a minute and a half to go, but wait, it happened so fast. Yes, it happens very fast. Are you ready? Here we go. Our first 3 items, Joel Brock, Lanny Bergner, and Kathleen Faulkner, all will close simultaneously in under 2 minutes. You have under 2 minutes to go, which means that David is currently the top bidder on Joel Brock's piece. And I will just say, it is very likely that David has an auto bid in place, because somebody keeps trying to outbid David, and David's auto bid keeps automatically outbidding that person. So if you are that person, that's okay. You have about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. You just have to find the top of David's auto bid, and then the piece will be yours. Kimberly, you're currently in the lead on Lenny Bergner's piece. Congratulations. And it looks like David's still in the lead, but Patricia is in the lead on Kathleen Faulkner's Respite. You have under 1 minute to go, all 3 of you. You want to make sure you're still the top bidder. Somebody is trying to outbid David, but it's not working because that auto bid is keeping him in the lead. You have about 45 seconds to go for items 1, 2, and 3. And I will just say, if it gets really fast and it's so hot, then all you have to do is fan the person next to you who is bidding vigorously in their phone. Just do this, like this, and then they can keep going. That's how that works. You have about 25 seconds to go, and David's in the lead on Joel Brock's Still Life, but somebody is trying to find the top of David's auto bid. Bob Fink jumps in on Lanny Bergner's piece. Don't worry, Patricia, you're still in the lead. Kimberly, you still have time. You got about 15 seconds to go. This is your last chance on items 1, 2, and 3. They're all going to close at the same time. Bob's in the lead on Lanny Bergner. Patricia's got Kathleen Faulkner. David's got Joel Brock. And now you've only got 10 seconds remaining. Make your final bids right now. 8, 7, limber thumbs. Remember, if you put an auto bid in right now, you will win. 5, 4, last opportunity. David, you're doing great. Bob, you're in the lead. Patricia, nicely done. 3, 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations. Would you give a huge round of applause to Joel Brock, Lanny Bergner, and Kathleen Faulkner, all donating artists to Mona. We are so grateful. And also, David, Bob, and Patricia, congratulations. Nicely, nicely done. Now, there are 9 groups of auction items yet to go. And they are going to go much faster than that one. That was the first, a little slow, so you can play along. They are going to get faster, so don't miss out. Stefano, would you be so kind as to tell us about the items in group number 2?
Okay. Item number 4, Rebecca Milloy, Blaine River, soft pastel, acid-free walnut sanded paper. Hailing from rural Oregon, Rebecca Milloy's world was colored by the bountiful nature of Pacific Northwest from a young age. Of her work, she says, "The energy of nature inspires my art." In 2004, the Nordic Heritage Museum in Seattle presented Milloy's work, created while at a residence in Finland. Milloy is very proud of her Scandinavian heritage that can be traced back to medieval times. The piece is absolutely stunning. Item number 5, Thomas Wood, View from South Hill, number 2, pastel on paper. Thomas Wood was an established painter and award-winner printmaker whose work has been exhibited nationally, internationally. View from South Hill, number 2, features strong composition, vibrant colors, and captures a peaceful scene of the sound. His work has been shown all over the world, including United States, Canada, and Italy, and is in many private and museum collections. And item number 6, Becky Fletcher, Carboniferous, oil on canvas. Fletcher delights in working in oil paint to convey something of a feast of form and color she finds wherever she looks. She says, "The world is a raw and continuous marvel before which I stand ever in wonder. With its dapple light, Carboniferous proves it." This is also an incredible piece. Really grateful for all these artists who parted ways with these beautiful pieces. Thank you.
Okay, first, can we have a round of applause for Rebecca Milloy, Thomas Wood, and Becky Fletcher, 3 more amazing artists. I also want to point out that the incredible art handlers, the 3 people who are carrying the art and showing them, those 3 people are Lucy May Van Zanden, Rebecca Parker, and Lindy Husk. All 3 of them have pieces in the silent auction, artists as well. So would you give our art handlers a round of applause? Very, very, very grateful. So here we go. We are on to our second group of live auction items. Rebecca Milloy's Blaine River, Thomas Wood's View from South Hill 2, and Becky Fletcher's Carboniferous. If you would like any one of those pieces, this is your chance. You have under 2 minutes to go. Here we go. Kimberly, you're in the lead on Rebecca Milloy. Nicely done. Craig and Cindy, you've got Thomas Wood's View from South Hill 2. Kate is in the lead on Becky Fletcher's piece, and now you only have about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Craig and Cindy, you're doing great. Kimberly just jumped into the lead. Kate, very nicely done on Becky Fletcher. I know that there are many people, and somebody said, yes, somebody's looking for time in the live stream. Well, don't watch the live stream. Watch Greater Giving. Actually, do both. You only have about 1 minute to go. Oh, Kimberly jumps into the lead on Rebecca Milloy's. Oh, somebody is trying to find the top of Kimberly's auto bid. That's what's happening because Kimberly keeps winning. And now Tanya, nicely done. Would you give Tanya's in on Thomas Woods? You only have about 45 seconds to go. Kate, you are sitting pretty on Becky Fletcher's piece. Well done. But if anybody wants to outbid Kate, this is your chance because there's about 30 seconds to go. Megan just jumped in. Oh, Megan's in the lead on Thomas Woods. Tanya's, it looks like Kimberly, you're going to have to come back. Allison just jumped in on Rebecca Milloy's. Nicely done. Allison somewhere around. Somebody give her a nice wave with a fan because she needs to work hard. Now you've only got about 20 seconds to go. Last chance. And it looks like Megan Dunlap jumps in on Thomas Woods. Kate, you've still got that Becky Fletcher. And now you've only got 10 seconds to go. Last chance. Allison's in the lead. Megan, you've got it, Thomas Wood. Kate, you've got Becky Fletcher. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Oh, Dr. Joanne jumps in on Becky Fletcher's piece. Dr. it looks like Joanne's in the lead. But Kate, you still have about 4 very long seconds to make one more bid. These will be the long... Oh, Kate's in the lead. Joanne, you still have chance. You got to come back. Megan, you're doing great on Thomas Wood's piece. Allison, you've got the Rebecca Malloy. Nicely done. And it looks like Kate and Joanne are going back and forth. Now, Kate and Joanne, this is how it works when 2 people are bidding at the very last second. The computer makes the final call of whoever pushes the button last. Don't look at me aghast or agog. I don't get to do it. I'm going to count it down, and whoever hits the button last, you're going to be the winner, unless you set an auto bid, in which case then the other person won't be able to catch up. So I'm going to give you both a chance right now to be ready. Poise your thumbs. Here we go. Our very last chance on Rebecca Malloy and Thomas Wood and Becky Fletcher. Kimberly's in the lead on Rebecca Malloy. Allison, you also have the same opportunity. Here we go. You've got 3 long seconds to go. Make one more bid. You've got 2 long seconds to go. Allison, this is your chance. Very final opportunity. 1 long second. Kate's in the lead and sold. Woo! Allison jumps in at the last second on Rebecca Malloy. Allison Kramer comes back. Nicely done. Megan, congrats. Kate, thank you. Very nice bidding. Woo! Nicely done. I happen to know that Allison is a professional when it comes to buying art. Well done. And very, very tricky. Maybe Sandy was pushing the button. I have no idea. It was Sandy. Okay, well, fine. Good job, Sandy. That was quick. Okay, they're doing it together. Before we go on, you know that Mona is so very many things. It is this space to see art, but it is also so many programs that happen for young people both in this building and in our community. So we wanted to take a moment and show you some of the incredible education programs that are happening at Mona. So please check this out.
Mona's outreach programs provide a range of powerful opportunities to share the magic of Northwest art with our community. The Outside In Gallery, Mona's education gallery, creates a space for the museum's community voices to be heard in a unique and compelling way. The recent Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women and Girls, Honoring Our Stolen Sister exhibition demonstrated the potential of this new and expanded gallery. Mona collaborated with the co-curators to design an exhibition that would remember, honor, and bring awareness to the women and girls who go missing or are murdered each year. The project extended far beyond the works in the gallery to engage the community through a range of programs, including an Indigenous beading workshop, a virtual curator and artist talk, a live painting event, a Lashutsi tour, and a poetry symposium that was planned in conjunction with Native American Heritage Month and featured poets of Native heritage from the region.
Mona's education programs are designed to inspire participants of all ages. Early Enrichment is a free program for children ages 2 to 5 years old and their caregivers to join us for a fun morning of stories in the gallery and an art activity in the studio. A brand new program at Mona is the Teen Art Club, a free program for teens in grades 6 through 12 where the pizza, snacks, and art supplies are provided. Teens are invited to hang out and make art together in the Mona Art Studio. Art and Science Camp with Padilla Bay Reserve is an opportunity for youth ages 9 to 14 years old to explore what makes our community special through the intersections of art, culture, and science. Art classes and workshops, panel discussions, and lectures provide adult community members with opportunities to connect deeper with our exhibitions and collections.
Part of the magic happening at Mona is the Mona Link program that has been building vital skills for today's students and educators since 2003, specifically structured to support teachers seeking to become competent teaching art. Making a work of art is a powerful act of learning that should be available to all people. Art experiences encourage children to become confident communicators, engaged listeners, active observers, and creative problem solvers. Thank you for supporting the magic of art in young artists that believe that one's own thoughts, wishes, and desires can influence the rest of the world. Students today are the future parents, teachers, leaders, patrons, and artists. And with your help, effective links between the arts and education, between schools and the Museum of Northwest Art will continue to bring exceptional art experiences to countless lives.
Can we hear it for all of the education programs here at Mona? All of our teachers who are sharing the magic of Northwest Art, thank you. Stefano, I do want to say that, you know, so many amazing people are gathered here, but we have so many people who are joining us via our live stream, including Bob Fink, who bought item number 2 from Lanny Bergner's piece. Bob is bidding all the way from your home country.
I just saw that. Well, wow, Bob, you're really dedicated. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he's inviting you. There's a room next door. You can go and visit. You know,
after tonight, I'm free, so I can fly. Yes, Bob, I'm gonna take you on that offer.
I know. So thank you, Bob. Thank you all for joining us from wherever you're joining us. And those, hey, can we hear the people upstairs give a big shout? Are you up there? Yes, that was very good. Okay, we hear you. Okay, we're glad you're up there too. And it's okay, you can go up and down, you can join in any way you want. Stefano, would you be so gracious to tell us about our next group of live auction items that include 7, 8, 9, and 10? 4 altogether.
Okay, item number 7, Pellegrino Gormley Studio Experience plus the sculpture 2. Bring up to 7 friends, which means it's 8 of you, and enjoy a rare afternoon studio visit with famed Skagit Valley sculptor Pellegrino Gormley. Guests will be treated to delightful snacks and wine donated by Slow Food in Edison. Gormley has been carving since he was a boy and worked closely with his mentor Philip McCracken and Arnie Garber. Gormley's work is in private and museum collections, among which Bainbridge Island Museum of Art. Item number 8, Aaron Lovett, Plunge Steel. My philosophy about life is that nature has the ultimate design and functionality, Lovett says. In Plunge, Lovett dynamically captured the cascading movement of water in steel. With a primary focus on metalwork and blacksmithing, Aaron often blends organic forms with formed steel as well as savage industrial relics. And item number 9, we're not gonna carry it here because it's 101 inches long, but that's the Italo Scanga Figure with Abstraction Oil on Wood Construction. Created by Italo Scanga in 1984 while at Pilchuck Glass School, Figure with Abstraction is a quintessential sculpture by the Italian-American artist, articulating movement, color, and existential emotions. It was featured in permanent immigrant Italo Scanga in the Dale Leslie Chihuly collection here at Mona. When Chihuly invited Italo to come to Pilchuck as artist-in-residence in 1973, Scanga had already blazed a trail in the East Coast art world with his solo debut at the Whitney Museum of American Art in 1972. Finally, Rick Bartow with Micah Aono, I hope I pronounced that correctly, master printer, Coyote and Man. It's a dry point etching, a spectacular dry point etching by late artist Rick Bartow, an enrolled member of the Mad River Band of Waiayot Indians, is considered one of the most important leaders in contemporary Native American art. The artist's work is held in over 100 public collections and was the subject of more than 100 solo exhibitions at museums and galleries. Thank you. I had my eyes on this.
I know, right? So, can we hear it again? There are so many artists who are supporting Mona by donating art, some of whom who are here with us this evening. So can we hear it for Pellegrino Gormley, Aaron Lovett, Italo Scanga, and Rick Bartow, and Mika Aono. all of these artists, some of whom are here. And I will just say, because I have had the great pleasure to visit Peregrine's studio once. And if you have never met Peregrine, he's very, very kind, gracious person. And even if you're like, well, I don't know that person, I promise you visiting Peregrine in his studio will be something you will never forget. You will be so happy that you did so. So, if you would like to have the incredible sculpture plus the visit, or Aaron Lovett's plunge, or Italo Scanga's figure with abstraction, or Rick Bartow and master printer Miko Ono's Coyote and Man, here is your chance. You have under 2 minutes to go. And Maria, you are currently in the lead on that Peregrine O'Gormley opportunity. Joel and Lori, you are in the lead on Aaron Lovett's plunge. Italo Scanga is going to Charles, and Daniel is going to Rick Bartow. Now, you may notice that Joel and Lori's names show up a little bit later as donors in our live auction, because often artists are the best critics and know exactly which art to buy. Follow the artists, and you will be doing well. Oh, but Tanya outbids Joel and Lori. So sorry. You only have about 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Allison Kramer's in the lead on Peregrine's opportunity. Nicely done, Allison and Sandy. Allison is also the bidder on Italo Scanga. And how might that be possible? Because she's probably using an auto bid. Nicely done. Allison and Sandy know how to do this. Daniel, you're in the lead on Rick Bartow. You have 45 seconds to go on this, our third group of live auction up. Tanya's in the lead on Aaron Lovett's piece. Joanne just outbid Allison and Sandy on Peregrine O'Gormley. Marguerite's in the lead on Rick Bartow. And now you only have about 30 seconds to go on 7, 8, 9, and 10. Joel and Lori now bidding on Peregrine's piece. Tanya's got Aaron's. It's okay if you guys want to switch. Tanya, you bid on Peregrine, and Joel and Lori, you bid on Aaron, and then you can keep doing that back and forth. That's how we really do well. Oh, Joanne just jumped into the lead. You only have 20 seconds to go. Allison's got Italo Scanga, and Erlene Beckus is now in the lead on item number 10, and Joanne's got Peregrine. You've only got 10 seconds to go. These are Mary's now in the lead on Aaron Lovett's plunge. Joanne, you've got Peregrine. Mary, you've got Aaron Lovett's piece. Allison, you're still in the lead with Italo Scanga. And now it looks like Marguerite's got Rick Bartow. Okay, we're going to count this down. You've got 9 seconds to go. Make one final bid. 8, 7. Tessa's in the lead on that Peregrine O'Gormley, and it looks like everybody's interested. Mary's got, Mary's in the lead. Allison, you still have Italo Scanga. Daniel, you just outbid Erlene. Sorry, Erlene and Kevin, but that's okay. Now you've only got 5 seconds to go. 4, make those thumbs move quickly. 3, last opportunity to make a bid. Tessa's doing great. Tanya's doing great. Allison's in the lead. Daniel, 2, 1, and sold! Congratulations! At the very last moment, things are happening. Tessa, would you give Tessa a big round of applause on item number 7? Tanya, very nicely done on Aaron Lovett's plunge. Allison and Sandy come up very big with Italo Scanga's figure with abstraction, and at the last moment, bidding very slyly as she does, Erlene Beckus got Rick Bartow, master printer, Miko Ono's Coyote and Man. Would you give all of them one big, big round of applause? And if you want to, you can, just fan the bidders around you. It's just totally fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we go on, Stefano, to our next group, tonight we're not only raising funds for Mona, but we are also hoping to tell you about the so many things that happen here. As Stefano said, we are building for the future, but you can only build for the future when you are gathering the things to continue to honor the present and the past. So we wanted to show you just a little bit about some of the exhibitions that happen here at Mona and how that works. So please, watch this.
On behalf of Mona's exhibition team, good evening, and welcome to Mona's 2023 Art Auction Live event. The Museum of Northwest Art is always proud to bring exhibitions representing diverse and varied artists to our community, and the last year has been no exception. From the bright colors of Alfredo Araguin's jungle scenes and the abstraction of works in the permanent collection, to the subtle variation of color and shape in Richard Nash's jazz-like compositions, to the found object sculptures of Italo Skenga and the variety of mediums his students at Pilchuck Glass School created with, to the powerful imagery of the artists in Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls honoring our stolen sisters, Mona's exhibitions continue to share the dynamism and wonder of Northwest art, and we couldn't do it without the generosity and support of artists, volunteers, and especially you, our donors. So thank you, and have a great night.
Can we hear it for our exhibition team and all of the work that they do to make all of this incredible, beautiful things? All right. So we're going to go on to our next group in just a moment. But first, yes, are all the people that we need for what's happening next here? Okay, great. So, Stefano,
Yes.
before we go on, I wonder if you might be able to tell us about our special guest. And do you have a few words about that?
Are they here?
Yes. Yes. Aha.
Okay. Yes, every year, Museum of Northwest Art honors community members for their contribution to advancing the museum mission. This year's honorees are Patricia Paul and Candace Wilson, co-curators of the exhibition Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls, honoring our stolen sisters. The exhibition ran from October 22nd, 2022 through February 5th, 2023. I want to express my gratitude to Patricia Paul and Candace Wilson for their dedication and vision throughout the whole planning of the exhibition and also the educational programs that we created. As you heard in the video, we had lectures and podcasts and live performance with artists of Yuchi. You will hear more about it later. It was an incredible experience for the museum to collaborate with these two powerful curators and ladies. The exhibition also inaugurated the new community gallery, the Outside In Gallery, which is specifically dedicated to amplifying the voices in our community. And really, I could not think of a more meaningful exhibition than this, the exhibition that they curated, that gives specifically a voice to those women whose voice has been stolen or silenced. So it is with deep gratitude that I thank Patricia Paul and Candace Wilson on behalf of the museum, and I would like to welcome Candace Wilson. Candace, to say a few words.
Let me see. So, I tangan siam nasjalata siam kwanstanat senasnat. Good evening, friends and family. I am Candace Wilson from Lummi Nation, and I am so honored to be here this evening, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this wonderful exhibit, this place, this location, the traditional territory of the Swinomish, Samish, and Laktamish people. We want to thank you. Haishka, thank you. So this event that we were able to curate this year, my background is in tribal governance and business management, and my dear friend, Honorable Patricia Paul, had spoke to me a couple years ago, even before COVID, and she asked me if I would be interested in doing something with missing and murdered Indigenous women. And not knowing what she had in mind, and through our teachings, we are to never say no. So I said, of course, whatever you have in mind. So COVID comes and goes, and we touch base once more when things begin to open. And through conversations that she had with the Museum of Northwest Art Board of Directors, thank you, and with Stefano's leadership, we started to talk about what does this look like and what types of mediums will we have, from the artwork to the poetry to the song to the video. And everything came together the way it should. And I was just basically following along with Patricia and whatever her dreams and wishes were for this exhibit. And I felt like I was just the sidekick and sidewinder, and everything came together so perfectly. And I hope that you had the chance to visit the exhibit when it was here. If not, we do have some booklets available, and hopefully you can get your hands on one of those. But we look forward to networking and bringing about more work like this that is important, to teach the stories of the indigenous people, to embrace the essence of the people that have been here since time immemorial, and to celebrate that and who we are and where we come from, because we have always just wanted to be friends. So, on behalf of my dear friend Patricia Paul, who's out at another event tonight, and I think it's Umatilla at the Potlatch Foundation, she sends her best and expresses the heartfelt thank you for honoring us and recognizing us in this work. Please follow the call to action for missing and murdered Indigenous people. The MIP alert is real. When our people go missing, our chances of coming back are very low. 1 in 4 people are murdered or sexually assaulted, and 1 in 10 are murdered. So it's hard, but the more we know, the more we can help. So thank you, Haishka, each and every one of you. Haishka. And thank you, Stefano.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Patricia. Wow. So we're gonna, before we go to our next group, you know, people are sending in selfies from wherever they are, parties, places that they might be. And I think we might be able to see a few of the people who are joining us via the live stream. Is that true? Do we have a few of the images maybe from the different, yes, hold on, we do have pictures, people, and hey, and while we're pulling them up, if you have not yet taken a selfie, if you are in our live stream and you haven't yet sent us a picture of you and the people you're with, do that. But oh, look at these lovely people who are, well, they're here with us right now, but that's also great. And oh, look at these guys. Where did they come from? That's a real selfie. You did that. That was good. Oh, from Nevada City, California. Yes, you're welcome. Please. Oh, and okay. Okay, I'm telling you, there's still time. Take some selfies and send them. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so we have people taking selfies wherever you are. Take a selfie. Yeah, we love this. Send us your selfies. We want to see everybody who's joining us. And hey, very nice people. We know some of these people. Hey. Okay, so I don't know how many there are. There could be lots. Are there many, many more? Are there or no? Okay, good, great. So keep sending them in. We want to see everyone up here. And that's very nice. Also, yeah, these are.
I'm a serial selfie taker.
Yeah. Ooh. To everyone who is sharing the magic of Northwest Art, there's your selfie right there. We love it. Okay, people want to purchase some Northwest Art. So I think we should keep going on to our next group, which is group number 4, that includes items 11, 12, and 13.
Okay.
Would you? Yes.
Items number 11, William Turner, Red Window, oil on canvas. William Turner's paintings are visually engaging with rich color and painterly quality, which draws the viewer in. Red Window does not disappoint with the fiery landscape of a sunset hour framed by the blue notes of the room interior. Turner painted to jazz and rhythm, and improvisational energy of this music are key expressive element of his paintings. Item number 12, Anne Morris, Frog Bowl, bronze. Anne Morris creates sculpture that speak of the cycle of life and spirituality of nature. Morris Lost Wax Bronze Series Bone Journey plays off skeletal remains of vessel shapes. If you look at this piece, the frogs have been squished by tires of cars, I think. Morris' work has been exhibited in major venues such as the LACMA, Los Angeles County Museum of Art, and her work is in major museums locally, as such the Alley 4 Museum of Art and Museum of Northwest Art and Whatcom Museum. And item number 13, Lisa McShane, Sky is Snohomish, Oil on Linen. McShane creates large, luminous landscapes of deep water, wet sand, forests, and hills. She has worked for years in environmental policy, and all of this impacts her work. Thank you.
Okay, so can we hear it for William Turner, Anne Morris, and Lisa McShane for these 3 incredible pieces? And I just want to say, as the bidding is happening, if you are sitting next to a person who is actively bidding, will you just, fan them so that I can see where you are? Because I do know who some people are, but I don't know who everybody is. And it's nice when I can look at those people and encourage them through, strong telepathy to be a very vigorous bidder. So just help me to know who you're next to. That's all. Just rat them out. It's fine. Are you ready? Here we go. If you would like William Turner's Red Window or Anne Morris's Frog Bowl or Lisa McShane's Sky in Snohomish, you have under 2 minutes to go. This is your last opportunity to make a bid right now. Here is your chance. Make one more bid. And it looks like William Turner's Red Window is currently going to Nancy White. Eric, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to make one more bid. Nancy's in the lead. And now Anne Morris is going to Mary Right-Hand. Mary, you're in the lead on Anne Morris's Frog Bowl. You only have about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Lisa McShane, Joel and Lori, I'm telling you, when artists bid on art, that's a good sign that everyone else should outbid them. Joel and Lori, I'm so sorry if you're really wanting that piece, but you can keep going. That's fine. You've only got 1 minute to go. Mary's in the lead on item number 12. Nancy, you've got item number 11. Eric, you still have a chance. Mary's got Anne Morris's Frog Bowl. Joel and Lori are in the lead on Lisa McShane. Now you only have 45 seconds to go. This is your chance. Is there anybody who is sitting next to Nancy White? Is anybody sitting next to Mary? Is anybody sitting next to Joel and Lori? Point them out, because then, oh, good. Oh, there they are. Okay, great. And thank you so much. Good. Oh, keep going. You guys are doing wonderfully. You've only got 30 seconds to go. Nancy's got William Turner, and it looks like Mary, you're in the lead on Anne Morris. Mary still got Anne Morris. And it looks like Nancy's online. Nancy, I see you. You're bidding from somewhere on our live stream. Congratulations. Nancy is both texting and bidding at the same time. That's a very dedicated and very wise person. Nancy's in the lead. Now we're going to count it down from 10, 9, make your final bids, 8, 7. Nancy, you've got William Turner's Red Window. Mary, you've got Anne Morris's Frog Bowl. 6 seconds to go. Joel and Lori, you've got Lisa McShane. 5, Oh, and somebody is trying to find the top of Mary's auto bid. That's what's happening. Mary, very nicely done for setting your auto bid. Joel and Laura, you've still got Lisa McShane. Mary, whoever you are that is trying to outbid Mary, you're going to have to like try 3 more times or maybe 5. I don't know. But you only got 4 seconds. Here we go. 4, 3, make your last bids right now. 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations. Nancy, very nicely done, bidding via the live stream. Mary, congratulations. And Joel and Lori, very nicely done. I do have to say, Stefano,
Yes.
that recently we want to acknowledge that at our annual members meeting recently, the board honored our philanthropy and trustee award winners for this year. And so we want to acknowledge that Lanny Bergner was awarded the Philanthropy Award this year. Carol Masters was awarded a Trustee Award. And Britt Wisniewski also was awarded a Trustees Award. Would you give our awardees a huge round of applause? We thank them, Britt, Carol, and Lanny, for all of your dedicated service. We're so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so, Stefano, group number 6 is not a group. It is a unique opportunity. So, group number, wait, am I lying? Yes, I'm lying because we have to do group number 5 first. I think that would be a very good idea, which makes a lot of sense. So,
I'm ready.
how about if we talk about group number 5, which is items 14, 15, and 16?
But that's not, okay.
Yes?
Item number 14, Joel and Lori Soderberg.
Which is too heavy to take off the wall.
Grand Tranquility Fused Glass. I hope you had a chance to see it. It's in the Benaroya Glass Gallery. This creative husband and wife team is the talent behind JLS Glass Studio. The calibrated use of color and textures in their fused glass and kiln form glass are deeply influenced by the scenic Puget Sound region. I hope you had a chance to see it. It really was, it is an amazing piece. Thank you. Paul Havas, this has been taken by
It's
Diana
going.
Klein.
Diana's going. No. You can't sell that. It's fine. It's going to the client's house. We understand. We just want to show it off. It's the last time that people who aren't your close friends are going to get a chance to see it. You know, because, yeah.
Item number 16, John Cole, Alder Islands, Oil on Linen. One of the Pacific's Northwest preeminent landscape painters, this river scene beautifully embodies Cole's bold, abstract approach to rendering iconic Northwest landscapes features. His work was the subject of a retrospective at MoNA in 2014 and at the Whatcom Museum in 2003, both of which have significant collection of his work. It's an incredible piece. Thank you.
Okay, so, again, can we give Joel and Lori a huge round of applause? Paul Havas and John Cole, these incredible artists, and the people donating their work. We are so grateful. So here's your chance. For Joel and Lori Soderberg's Grand Tranquility, Paul Havas's Nope, You're Too Late, and John Cole's Alder Islands. If you would like either 14 or 16, because there are only 2 pieces, I'm only giving you 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. You should be able to succeed. Here we go. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining, and Kip McKenzie is in the lead on John Cole's Alder Island. Nicely done. And it looks like Diane has Joel and Lori Soderberg. Very nicely done. Now you've only got about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Kip, congratulations. I will point out that John's piece is valued at $12,000. So Kip Someone is trying to find the top of Kip's auto bid, and Kip's auto bid is continuing to outbid that person. Nicely done. Tim just jumped into the lead on Joel and Lori's piece. Nicely done. Now you've only got, oh, Diane comes back very quickly. I'm sorry, Tim. You're going to have to bid again. You've only got 45 seconds to go. Tim and Diane are both hoping to take home Joel and Lori's Grand Tranquility. Kip, you're still in the lead on John Cole. Nicely done. And now you've only got about 25 seconds to go. Kip's doing great. Whoever is trying to outbid Kip, keep trying. That's what we want you to do. But Kip's auto bid is in good shape. And now it looks like Diane's in the lead. Oh, Jiminy! Jiminy's in the lead now on Joel and Lori's. Diane, don't worry. You still have time. And now you've only got about 20 seconds remaining. Kip, you're in the lead on John Cole. You've only got 15 seconds to go. Diane, now is your chance to come back. Diane's back in the lead on Joel and Lori's piece. Congratulations. Kip, your auto bid is keeping you in very good shape. You've got 10 seconds. Kip, do not look away because somebody could quickly find the top. Oh, and now Diane's in the lead. Nicely done. Diane's in the lead. Daniel's in the lead on John Cole. Diane's in the lead on Joel and Lori. And Kip, I'm so sorry. This is what I was trying to tell you could happen. You've got to make one more bid. Set a new auto bid. And it looks like Daniel's in the lead on John Cole. Diane's in the lead on Joel and Lori. We got 5 seconds to go, which is still plenty of time to make one more thumb push on your mobile device. In fact, you could probably make 2. Daniel, you're in the lead 5. Diane, you're in the lead 4. Daniel and Diane neck. Oh, and it looks like Paula jumps in on the John Cole. Uh-oh. Daniel, you're going to want to make one more bid. Kip, you might want to come back. I will give you the longest 3 seconds of your entire life to see who is in the lead. Because every second it looks like is about $1,000 for Mona. So let's make them good ones. Here we go. Paula, you're doing great. You've only got about 2 very long seconds to go. Diane, whatever's happening for you is very nice. The golden ticket is sitting pretty right there. Don't worry. The clients are like, yeah, our piece is already ours. That's so great. You only have 2 seconds to go. Paula, Diane's in the lead. Somebody's trying to find the top of Diane's auto bid. Here we go. You've got 1 very, very long second. I highly recommend that you push the button as fast as you can. This should be like an old video game in the 1980s. And you've got less than 1 second. Paula, Diane, and sold. Whoa. Congratulations. Diane, Joel, and Lori Soderberg's Grand Tranquility. Would you give Diane a huge round of applause? And would you give Paula a huge round of applause on John Cole's Alder Islands? Okay, wait. Is Diane or Paula sitting somewhere nearby? Are they right there? Oh, that's
Diane.
Diane. Would you give Diane a big round of applause right there? And is Paula in this room as well? And we just don't know. Paula's somewhere. Paula is great. Paula, if you're on the live stream, we're all applauding for you. Congratulations for your very amazing bid. Nicely done. Whew. Okay, so as I was saying previously, group number 6 is not a group. It is, in fact, a single piece because this is a unique opportunity. So would you be so kind, Stefano, as to tell us about item number 17?
Item number 17, Guy Anderson, Floating Figure, Mixed Media on Board. A rare opportunity, truly, to own a work by Guy Anderson, one of the big fours of the Northwest School, with Callahan, Graves, and Toby. This artwork has been in a private collection, the collection of the late Dr. Saul Spiro, for the past 40 years. Floating Figure represents Anderson's mature work in which the artist deployed a set of symbols like a circle, a spiral, egg, or wave that he developed from studying religious and philosophical sources, in particular the ancient Hindu texts. I have a beautiful quote from Guy Anderson. I read the Vedanta and the Vedas, and I think about the order of the universe. The more we send men into space, the more I realize we are already in space, floating out there. Thank you.
Wow. So first, I have to say that this does call to mind, what Susan Park said, that part of the amazing opportunity at Mona is to really celebrate and curate the Northwest Art and the master artists that make this part of the world their home and have for so long. So, if you would like a true, already a piece that is in the canon. Are we allowed to say that? I don't know. Is that one of the big four?
Master,
This is a unique opportunity. So I'm sure you can see, but valued at almost $40,000. So if you would like Guy Anderson's floating figure, here is your opportunity. I am going to give you 2 minutes to go. And I have to tell you that so far, Reagan and Christopher and Darren and Paula have all been outbid by Charles and Lisa, who just jumped in at 15,000. Daniel is now in the lead at 17.5. Charles, Paula, that's okay. You still have an opportunity. You have about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. And it looks like Paula and Darren, they're thinking about what's going to happen. Daniel, nicely done. You're in the lead. Charles and Lisa, if you would like to make another bid, here is your opportunity to bid on a Guy Anderson, and it looks like Paula and so Darren, it started off with Reagan. She was the first bid, then Christopher, then Darren, then Paula. Charles and Lisa bid about 25 seconds ago, and about 23 seconds ago, Daniel outbid them, which was very nice. Daniel, you're currently in the lead. You have 1 minute to go. To those other people, they're right now having very, very intense spousal conversations. I will tell you, Charles and Lisa are having the kind of conversation that you can only have with somebody you've known for a long time and with whom you share financial responsibilities. Because you have to, you guys, you only have about 45 seconds. You want to do it in the nonverbal way. Just look at each other's eyes and make that kind of decision that you can really only make with that other person in your life. So you've only got about 45 seconds to go. Daniel, you're doing very, very well on this Guy Anderson. Charles and Lisa. Oh, Charles and Lisa decided. They looked at each other's eyes. They are currently, except Daniel. Wait, who is in the lead? No, Charles. Now wait, hold on. Because Daniel has an auto bid in place, this is what happens. Charles and Lisa, you bid 20, but then the auto bid for Daniel kicks in. You have to bid over Daniel's auto bid, which is only fair because the auto bid was in before you made the bid. So if you want, make one more bid, and then we'll find out if Daniel's auto bid is still going to hold up, because we don't know. So nicely done. So Charles and Lisa are pushing Daniel's auto bid up. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, Charles and Lisa, it's a second long look into each other's eyes. That's what you have to do. Or maybe it's a short look. Actually, if you looked at the Guy Anderson, it's probably a very short look. You're like, we want to do this. Okay, and then I have no idea where Daniel's auto bid runs out, because honestly, that would be cheating, and they don't show me that piece of information. So, Daniel, you're in the lead. You have about 15 seconds to go. Charles and Lisa, this is your opportunity. I will say, Paula, Darren, Christopher, if any of you are having longing looks with the person that you love as well, well, then you can jump into the top also. This is your final opportunity to make one more bid. Charles and Lisa, I don't want you to be sad later, like, oh, if we'd gone one more time, this would be your opportunity. Charles and Lisa found the top at 22.5. Congratulations to the Tofta Marks. And now, Daniel, this is your chance. I'm going to give you about 8 seconds to go, because eventually we do have to go on to the rest of this auction. I mean, I don't know. So, Daniel, this is your opportunity. Your auto bid has been discovered. I mean, the top has been found out. So that's okay. Charles and Lisa, you are doing very well. You're in the lead on the Guy Anderson. Daniel, are you looking at anybody deeply in their eyes right now? I mean, just let us know, or push the button. I don't know. I only have one name, but you might be doing this in collaboration with another person. It's quite possible. So here we go. We're going to give you the longest. Daniel, back in the lead at 25,000. Congratulations. Uh-oh. I can tell everyone has picked out the spot on the wall where this piece is going to go. So here we go. Daniel, Charles, Lisa, listen, because we do have more auction items and I have to find out what's going to happen. Here is my suggestion. Either limber your thumbs or set a very high auto bid so that the other person doesn't take it away, because I'm now going to count down in more real time from 5 to 0, and whoever pushes the button at the end, that's the one that the system will award the Guy Anderson to. Are you ready? Here we go. So we're starting with 5 seconds to go. Daniel's in the lead. Charles and Lisa are currently looking longingly into each other's eyes to decide what's going to happen with that big spot on their wall. And now you've got 4 seconds to go. Daniel, nicely done. You're in the lead at $25,000. And can I tell you, we are very, very grateful. And now you've only got 3 seconds to go. Charles, Lisa, you might want to push the button quickly. And now you've only got 2 seconds to go. Last opportunity to decide. They're all hovering with their thumbs, waiting until I say the last thing to see if they can beat me. I understand. Now you've only got 1 second to go. Daniel, you're in the lead. Very up, but last opportunity, and sold! Congratulations. Nicely, nicely done. And just to be sure, the system has awarded the piece to Daniel. Would you give Daniel a huge round of applause? But I do have to say, Charles and Lisa, thank you so much for helping us to get Daniel's $25,000. We really appreciate that very much. You are true friends of Mona. I don't know, Daniel might not invite you over, but you know, you're friends of ours. Whew. Congrats, that was awesome.
I need a drink now.
Okay, hey, Charles and Lisa, if you are so willing, will you please take a selfie and text it to us? And Daniel, would you please take a selfie and text it to us, because we would love to see, maybe next to the wall where you're going to put it. And also, are there any other selfies that have come in that we should be knowing about? Have people been sending things in? Are we, or should we keep going with our auction? Okay, we're going to keep going. So, Stefano, we're going on to item number 7. Group number 7, and we're closing in. We're heading towards the end. So items 18, 19, 20, and 21.
Okay, I'm ready. Item number 18, Vincent Keel, Roar, acrylic on wrapped canvas. An expressionist painter with a focus on creating paintings that embody movement, energy, and luminous light. Of his work, Keel says, "My work puts cognitive thinking in the foreground, letting the viewer discover things along the way." Item number 19, Christopher Matthey, Holding the Light, acrylic, charcoal, ink, aquarelle, and gesso on canvas. Matthey has developed a high-energy painting style that oscillates between bold abstractions, expressive coastal landscapes, and animals, and the language of symbolic forms. Holding the Light is based on intuitive mark-making, intimate dialogues, and a free-flowing thought process created from trust. And the artist is here tonight. Jen Hoy, Undulating Disc, bronze. Undulating Disc is a great example of Jen Hoy's more intimate bronze works. She says, "All my sculptures are abstract. This gives me freedom from reference or association, letting me explore form uninhibited by traditional shapes, ideas, or expectations." Her work is in many museum collections, including the Bainbridge Island Museum of Art and Museum of Northwest Art. And last but not least for this group, Hart James, Samish River, oil on and charcoal on canvas. Growing up on a farm, Hart absorbed the natural world and spent the daylight hours studying the beauty, the transience, the processes and cycles of nature. Using oil and often charcoal, every painting is not but an attempt to reunite with the natural world. Samish River captured the shape-shifting power of this body of water with broad and solid strokes. Thank you.
Stefano, we do have to clarify one rather important piece of information. Is this?
No. It is this.
It is this. This is no, but this is yes.
Yes. So unfortunately for the people at home, they're looking at an image that it's not the actual piece. The piece, Samish River, is this one.
Wait, but the people at home can see this one also.
Yes.
So it's good. So pay no attention. It's good. It's in Greater Giving. It's correct. Got it. Perfect. So that's what matters. Just pay no attention to the wall next to us. That has very little bearing on reality at the minute. But if you are looking at the piece in Greater Giving, and if you saw the piece that was just there, then you are in the right place. That's the right thing to do. Now, yes?
I'm ready.
No, okay, but before we sell these pieces, we want to take a minute and highlight, as you have heard, so many things are happening at Mona. Building new parts of our building.
Roof and HVAC.
The roof and the HVAC, right? Okay. And we continue to expand all of our work in the broader Skagit Valley community.
Correct. The Northwest.
All and beyond. So, if I could ask you, because you're going to want to hear this next part, if I could ask you to listen and hear about some of the incredible things that are happening at Mona. This is why we are here. This is why we are supporting and buying art and celebrating this amazing institution. So please, check this out.
Mona gives a wonderful overlook of the art of the area. But what always amazes me the most is when we have people from many different places. There's just so many things that Mona does for our community and the wider community in the Northwest. One thing that I believe is really important is it gives everybody access to art. Our admission's free. We have everything from 2-year-olds to 100-year-olds. And when I see the little kids walking around and maybe they just completed an art project and they're so proud. And the other day I had a 5-year-old tell me, I'm a good artist.
It's incredible because Mona has provided students place to explore and experiment and learn different types of techniques. So many students may or may not have that due to budget cuts.
I think that art has transformed my life in that it gives me meaning to my life, and it helps me show children how to help us understand the world or express our emotions or to make statements. And I think that that is a powerful thing for an adult or a student to have at their disposal.
Art gives us a glimpse into so many people and gives us a bridge where otherwise maybe we wouldn't have conversations. It opens dialogues. And when people tell stories to each other, there's a connection and this beautiful understanding that happens.
That's how we all share the magic of Northwest Art, when we hang out together and we tell stories to each other, and when we buy art so that we can, support artists and also have beautiful things. So should we go on and find out who gets to take home items 18, 19, 20, and 21?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So you're all very good at this by this point. So I am going to give you the obligatory 2 minutes and no more than 2 minutes. Are you ready? If you want Vincent Keel's Roar, or Christopher Matthews' Holding the Light, or Jan Hoy's Undulating Disc, or Hart James' Olympic Peninsula Sol Duc, this is your chance. You now have only about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Tim, you're in the lead on Vincent Keel's piece. Bob Swain is in the lead. Mr. Robert Swain, excuse me. Bob, you're in the lead on Christopher Matthews. Jan Hoy is going to marry, and it looks like Jeannie, you've got Hart James's piece, amazing. And now, if you want to make a bid, you've only got 1 minute to go. And I'm guessing that Bob got outbid, I'm so sorry. And it looks like Michelle's in the lead on Christopher Matthews. Tim's now in the lead on Vincent Keels. Mary, you've still got Jan Hoy's, and Jeannie, you're doing great on that piece from Hart James. Very, very last chance, you've only got 45 seconds to go. Bob, if you want to come back, it looks like Michelle Michelle's in the lead. Tim, you're doing great. And Mary's in the lead. Jeannie's still got Hart James's piece. You've only got 30 seconds. Uh-oh, Mike and Odelia just jumped in on Christopher Matthews holding the light. Tim, you're still doing well on Vincent Keel's Roar. Congratulations. And it looks like Jeannie's still in the lead with Hart James. Mary, Jan Hoy's undulating disc might be coming to your house, but there are still 20 seconds to go. If anybody, Chuck just jumped in on Christopher Matthew, and now Tim's got Vincent Keel, and Jeannie, you're still doing very well. I think Jeannie was so wise. She just made a big bid to say no, don't bother me. I'm over here by myself. 15 seconds to go on our group number 7 of live auction items. If you want to make a bid, here's your chance. You've only got 10 seconds to go. We're going to go 5. People want to bid quickly. 4. You know how this works. 3. I feel like I've given so much extra time on all the other ones. 2. Just bid very, very quickly. Michelle just jumped in on Christopher Matthews. Alex is in the lead on Vincent Keels. You have under 1 second, but it's the longest auctioneer second you've ever heard of. And this is your final opportunity to push the button. Very last chance. And Tanya, nicely done. Sold. Congratulations. Vincent Keel. Tanya, congrats. Christopher Matthews holding the light, going to Michelle. Nicely done. Mary, Jan Hoy's undulating disc, and Hart James's Olympic Peninsula Sol Duke going to Jeannie. Would you give all those amazing bidders one more big round of applause? Now you heard Candace Wilson talk about the incredible exhibition that happened right here in this room. And they brought together all different forms of art, all different kinds of artists, to tell this very sad and important story. And one artist who was invited to be part of the exhibition is a native Northwest artist whose name is Safiuchi. And Safiuchi came into the space here at Mona and created art live in front of other people. So we wanted to share with you a bit of the creation story of this piece of art. So please, please check this out.
There is something really important about getting out of the world of words and getting into that space of between the paint in the hand and the canvas that allows us to experience something and express something that misses when we're just looking at a document or just hearing a talk.
I was taken by how powerful it was. We were sitting really close to her and watching her facial expression move through different emotions while she was creating the work was really powerful.
My name is Kevin Paul. I'm from the Swinomish tribe. Brina Rabang, she did an excellent job today. She put her story together, and just by watching the energy that she performed and just a moving piece that she had, and very inspired of how she creates her artwork. So I have a deepest respect for what she's doing and the message she's trying to carry across the table to make awareness for others to understand what is happening in a moment.
And today, I felt that energy, I felt that emotion, and I also deeply appreciated that it was a young person who was bringing that to us, because I think sometimes we're not listening or hearing those voices, and they're really the voices we need to be focusing on. So I'm deeply grateful.
I really liked that the artwork's the process, not the product, but it really exemplifies this process of creation that's always with us and can be shared.
Watching it go from a blank canvas into a completely completed work was really an experience. It was just an emotional, powerful experience, and it was great to hear everyone sharing their own experiences afterwards. It seemed like a lot of folks felt similar as I did. Just the emotion in the room was something I was not expecting. The whole presentation from start to end was really special, and it was really great to be a part of.
My hands go up to Rena for continued success. Thank you.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Safiuchi for the incredible exhibition honoring all of our missing and murdered Northwest Indigenous women. You know, if you're in the side gallery, come join us. If you're in the side gallery, come join us around the wall, because we want to all be together for just a moment. Then you can go back to dancing over there. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Come join us over here. And if you're upstairs, you're in the perfect spot. So, Stefano and I are standing here under these words. Share the magic of Northwest art. And really, there are not that many of us gathered together here, just a few hundred people. And I say not that many. Sorry. I know, you can dance in a minute, I promise. There's way more crazy party coming. It really is. I say not that many because when you think of 31 years of Mona, and when you think of all of the artists, all of the tens of thousands of people who have moved through this space, and we're not even yet to the hundreds of years, to the thousands of years of people in this part of the world making amazing art. This is such an important place. And even though there are only really a relative few of us here, if you look around, you will see people near you who have given hundreds and thousands of hours of their time, hundreds and thousands of dollars of their resources to make this place continue to be vibrant for the next 31 years. And really, it's not possible without this group, without a small group. And those of you upstairs, we're including you too. And those of you on our live stream, we're including you too. So I get to ask you if right now you will directly contribute to this amazing place, to sharing the magic of Northwest art with our community, but really with the whole world. You heard people come from all over the world to visit Mona, to see this incredible place, this incredible art. I'm going to ask you if you can push a button. And you will notice that if you go into Greater Giving right now, that most of the buttons are not available. Only the top one is available. And then in a second, the next one will be available, and then the next. You see how this works. I am going to ask if you can push a button that is the very biggest button that makes you feel uncomfortable. And we're going to start off with the very ambitious button of $10,000. And then we're going to go to $5,000, and then $2,500, and then $1,000, then $500, then $250, $150. And if you're looking at the button that you're hoping to push and you're like, I can't push it, that's right. Those buttons, unless you're wanting to push the $10,000 button, the rest of the buttons are not yet available, but they will be in a second. I promise. So, before I ask you if you can push one of these buttons, I have to tell you that our very amazing and generous friend, Becky Benaroya, is offering to match the first $25,000 in our Fund the Future tonight. So first, to Rebecca Benaroya, Becky Benaroya, we are so grateful. And if you can help in raising that first $25,000, and if you might be able to push that $10,000 button, well, now would be an awesome time to push the button. Is there anyone, a family, Allison and Sandy McDade, would you give Allison and Sandy, who happen to be right there, a huge round of applause? Sandy, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I know he doesn't want to do this, but will you just wave Sandy a little? Okay, give Sandy and Allison a huge round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there, now I do know Sandy and Allison just a little bit, not very well, but you know, enough to know that their eyes are tearing up right now. This was a big move. So, is there anyone else that also might want to help with $10,000? I know that Allison and Sandy won't mind if you do it with them. They will be okay. Is there anybody else that might want to do $10,000? Okay, so if you might be able to push the button at $5,000, we would also be extremely grateful. And I believe that now you can, in fact, push the $5,000 button. Is there anyone who might be able to help us with $5,000 to make Mona continue to be the incredible place that it is? And remember, if we can get 3 gifts of $5,000, then we can get all of the $25,000 from Becky Benaroya. Is there anyone who might want to push the button right now? Maybe you're on the live stream and you'd really like, it's okay, we'll cheer for you into the live stream, I promise. Is there anyone who might be able to do 5,000? Is there anyone who does not want to do 5,000, but you are going to do it anyway? Sometimes people want some encouragement. Is there anyone who might be able to help us with $2,500? If you could do 25, and just reminding you, you can press the Fund the Future button in Greater Giving. That's where you're going to find these crazy. Tom Bucknell, would you give Tom a huge round of applause? And Sheena and Eric, would you give them a huge round of applause? Thank you, Tom, Sheena, thank you, Eric. Yeah, you can cheer for them. Cheer big. Wherever they are. Is there anybody else who might be able to do $2,500? If you could push the $2,500 to Marguerite Holgate, would you give Maggie Holgate a huge round of applause? Thank you, Marguerite. Thank you, thank you. Is there, okay, I feel like if I keep asking, it might keep happening. Is there anybody else who might be able to help us with $2,500? We would love to applaud for you. I promise, we would really love. Is there anyone else who wants to do? You're thinking about doing it. She's pushing the button. That's the internet. That's what's going on. Hold on. Karen Dunlap. Would you give Karen a huge round of applause? Thank you. We are at $20,000, almost to our match of $25,000. Thank you. Is there anyone else for whom the internet is causing your generosity to be slowed down? Because we will work on the internet or something. If you would be able to help Mona with a gift of $1,000, we would be so, so, so grateful. Is there anyone who might be able to help us with $1,000? And if for some reason your phone is giving you, no, press the button. Stefano Catalani, would you give our executive director, thank you, to Candace, wait. Oh my gosh, Steve Klein, thank you. Thank you. I don't know what's happening. Kimberly Lipman's helping us with $5,000. People's gifts are coming in. Joanne, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. I think the internet was not working. Judy, thank you so much. Would you? Becky Benaroya match is happening. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Sandy and Bob, thank you so much. We are so, so, so grateful to all of these amazing people. Okay, so, yes, okay, good. Thank you to CJ. We're so grateful. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you to Diane. Yes, we're so over set. Oh my gosh, we're over 80,000. Joel and Lori Soderberg, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have, wow, amazing things are. Thank you to Robert Swaim household. Thank you. We're so great. The internet's catching up. Larry and Sherry Benaroya are helping us with another $10,000. Thank you. Wow. Okay, wow. Thank you, Larry and Sherry Benaroya. Yes, yes, would you give them a big round of applause? Their match came in before I even got to tell people about it. That's what's so great. I know. Okay, so, but hold on. Let me tell people, there's one more thing, right? Before we go on, and I think now the internet is as fast as your thumbs, maybe. There is a group of longtime Mona supporters who came together and are offering to collectively match the next $10,000 worth of gifts of any amount. So all of these amazing people, and I hope you will give them all a huge round of applause. All of these people are helping us collectively to match. So just so that you understand what will happen, right now we are at $81,000. If we can raise $91,350, then all of those amazing people will kick in another $10,000, which will put us over. So Terrence and Diane, thank you, thank you. If you can help us with $500 or $250 or $100, any of these amounts, we would be so, so grateful. Kate, thank you. Would you give Kate a big round of applause? If you can help us with $500 or $200. Deborah, would you give Deborah a big round of applause? And I think those buttons are now available. We are at Betsy. Betsy, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so grateful. We are at 85,000. Polly, we're so grateful. If you can help us at Tim, we're so grateful. All these people, thank you, thank you. And if anybody, let's turn on Christina, thank you. Yes, we have to get to 91,350. Jerry, we're so grateful. We're at 86,750. You can give Michelle a big round of applause. 87,550. We're so glad. Erica, thank you. 87,800. We just have to get to 91. Eric, thank you. Would you give Eric a big round of applause? We're so, so great. Carol, thank you. Would you give Carol Thomas a huge round of applause? All right, Kimberly, thank you. 88,300. We're so close. If we can get to 91,300, we're like $2,000 away. Kip, Anna, would you give all these people a huge, huge round of applause? Is there anyone? Joan, thank you. Who might, the names are trying to catch up with the numbers, which is so great. Phil, we're so, so grateful. Would you give Phil, somebody's help, 88,005. Charles, Chuck, thank you. We're at 89,000. So close. Wesley, thank you. We just have to get to 91. We're so, is there anyone who wants to help us get from 89 to 91? If you can do it, even if you've already pushed one of the buttons. Thank you to Tamsin and Nate. You are allowed to push buttons again. You can push more buttons. It's totally fine. Robert, thank you. 89,250. We're so close. Oh my gosh. I feel like you can go backwards and just push the buttons up and push the buttons down. Now, we will charge you for all those buttons. I'm just telling you. Thank you to James and Celeste. 89,500. We're so glad. Okay, so what? We're like, thank you to Barbara. Thank you. $89,700. We're within, oh my gosh, Sarah, thank you. Would you give Sarah a big round of applause? We're almost there to $80,000 to $90,000, $200 away. So we're what? We're $1,500 away from that match. We're $1,500. Is there anybody, I just have to ask, is there anybody who just wants to put $1,500 in? If you do, just push 1,000 and then push 500. That's how that works. You just push both the buttons. It's very easy math. If anybody wants to do that, we will go all the, Erlene Beckes, thank you. Thank you to Kevin and Erlene. Carolyn, thank you. We're so grateful. We're less than $1,000 away. Paula, thank you. We're less, 9-1, we're $350. Christopher Matthew Fine Art, we're over our goal, 92,000. Which means we are at $102,000 with our Mona Magicians. We are so grateful. But, okay, first, give the Mona Magicians one more big round of applause. Stefano, I am getting late-breaking messages via the interwebs.
Yes.
The estate.
I need a chair.
Text messaging during auctions is the best. The estate of Marjorie M. Bickle is helping us with $25,000 more, which is putting us at $127,000 for Mona. Would you give a chair to Stefano Catalani?
Thank you. Thank you.
Here is the wonderful thing about technology. While we are a small but incredibly powerful group gathered right now, you may know people who are not here right now, who are not watching the live stream, who would like to support Mona. And so, to allow those people to be extra specially generous, the Fund the Future will remain open until 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, which means tomorrow morning, go home and start calling all the people that you know. Yes. And then you can text them the link, and they will be able to contribute to Mona. So thank you all. Thank you so much for your incredible generosity. Give yourselves one more huge round of applause.
Thank you, truly incredible.
So I have to say,
yes,
there are just a few items remaining.
I can do it.
And we're going to send them with people. So would you tell us, please, Stefano, about group number 8, 22, 23, yes.
Okay, item number 22, Safiucci, two-spirited acrylic. We just saw the video. Safiucci is a multi-indigenous artist, author, and mother whose mission is to help multi-heritage indigenous youth. Two-Spirited piece was created during the live performance that accompanied the exhibition Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls. The symbol of the red hand mark is a symbol of giving voice again to the indigenous women whose voice has not been heard or has been silenced. And this is the piece that was created upstairs this past winter. Item number 23, Kristen Matix, grapefruit in a blue bowl. Oil on canvas. Grapefruit in a blue bowl evokes feelings of happiness and contentment, pushing the boundaries between realism and abstraction. Matix is a muralist, painter, and a writer. And item number 24, Douglas Fir and Todd Horton. Todd Horton works full-time as an artist on his floating studio in Edison. In his Topographia Index project, Todd created through ropes, pulleys, and weights a drawing device that is attached to the trees. As the trees respond to the changing weather, they activate the drawing device, transcribing their dreams. So this is why it's Todd Horton and Douglas Fir. And that's this group.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first, can we hear it for Safiuchi, Kristen Maddox, and Douglas Fir? I mean Todd Horton. Would you give Todd Horton a huge round of applause? Given your generosity in our Fund the Future, you are well aware of how this works, so we are going to do this very quickly. Don't be caught off guard. Here we go. For our group number 8, 22, 23, 24, you have under 2 minutes to go. And Paula, you're in the lead on Safayuchi's Two Spirited. And Daniel, you're in the lead on Kristen Maddox's Grapefruit in a Blue Bowl. Douglas Fir and Todd Horton's Amazing Piece is going to Jeannie. You only have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. If you want to make a bid, you know exactly what to do. Push the buttons very, very quickly because you have 1 minute left. The top, Paula, you've got Safayuchi's Two Spirited. I hope you watched the video because now you're all going to want it. Kristen Maddox is going to Danielle. And it looks like Jeannie's still in the lead with Douglas Fir's and Todd Horton's Topographia Index, Dreams of Trees. I mean, the title itself is so amazing. You only have 45 seconds to go. And oh, Christopher just jumped in on Todd Horton's piece. Daniel, you're in the lead. And now Paula's in the lead with Safayuchi. Somebody's trying to outbid Paula. Yes, there is an auto bid. You can tell how now you can all see what's happening. You've only got 30 seconds to go. Make your final bids in group number 8 of items. And now Paula's in the lead. Oh, Joanne just jumped in on that beautiful grapefruit in a blue bowl. Christopher, you've still got Todd Horton's piece, and now you've only got about 15 seconds remaining. Paula, you're doing great. Joanne is doing wonderfully. Christopher, you're doing wonderfully. Anybody wants to make one final bid? We're going to count. Oh, and it looks like Daniel just jumped back in. Joanne, I'm so sorry, but that's fine. You still have time. We're counting down from 10, 9, 8, bid quickly. 7, I'm not stopping. 6, I'm serious this time. 5, I'm not gonna stop. 4, 3, Joanne, you're doing really well. 2, last time. Paula, push the button one more time. 1, and sold.
Oh.
Paula, Daniel, oh, nicely done. Charles and Lisa, congratulations. Yes, you want to, oh no, okay, wait. So before we go to our final 2 groups of live auction items, we have one more quick video we want to show you. Because, as we have said tonight, it is about gathering, it is about sharing and curating all of the incredible work that happens here. So, please, please, check out what is happening with collections at Mona.
On behalf of Mona's Collections Department, good evening, and welcome to Sharing the Magic, Mona's 2023 Art Auction Live event. Collecting and preserving the art of the Pacific Northwest is a vital part of Mona's mission. And it might seem at first glance that collecting is the opposite of sharing. However, because we collect and preserve art made in the Pacific Northwest, we are then able to share that art through exhibitions, research, publications, and loans to other museums. In the last year, Mona has had 2 exhibitions drawn exclusively from our permanent collection. In Pursuit of Abstraction, Instructors at the University of Washington School of Art in the 1960s, and New Acquisitions, an exhibition of work recently added to the permanent collection, which had a multitude of media represented, including photography, ceramic and wood sculpture, as well as painting. A 3rd exhibition, Geppetto's Children, Italo-Skenga at Pilchuck Glass School, curated by Matthew Kangas, included work by Dale Chihuly drawn from the permanent collection. This work helped tell the story of Italo-Skenga's time at Pilchuck. Our ability to continue caring for our collection and sharing it with others is due to the generosity and support of artists, volunteers, and especially you, our donors. So tonight, I encourage you to bid early, bid often, and have a great night. Thank you.
Can we hear it for all of the collections work that is happening? This is a big part of the magic of Northwest Art. Okay, so we have only 2 groups remaining, Stefano, and if you would tell us about group number 9, 25, 26, and 27.
Item number 25, Dederick Ward, fault number 1, fault number 2, fault number 3, a triptych. We're not going to show it. Oil on canvas. Dederick Ward's oil paintings are abstracted paint landscapes, informed by geological features, waters, and atmospheric conditions. Ward maintains a studio in Anacortes, and his work is represented in private and corporate collections throughout the U.S., including Whatcom Museum of Art and Museum of Northwest Art. Keke Cribs, Red Venus, glazed stoneware, gold luster, reverse fire, vitreous enamels on glass mosaics. Keke is a glass artist known for reverse painting vitreous enamels on glass and glass mosaics. As a Venus of Willendorf, a prehistoric Venus, Red Venus captures the lush and soft power of sensuality. Cribs' works is included in major museum collections, Corning Glass Museum, LA County Museum, Tacoma Art Museum, and the Hokkaido Museum of Modern Art in Japan. And item number 27, Meg Holgate, Greenfields, oil on canvas. Holgate compositions are constructed through the exploration of light and dark, stillness and movement, and soft focus on bold shapes. Greenfields is an atmospheric ode to nature, tranquility, and do I see showers in the distance under that pink cloud? I do. Holgate has exhibited in museums across the region, including the Museum of Northwest Art. Thank you.
Okay, so can we hear it for Diedrich Ward, Keke Cribs, and Meg Holgate? Would you give all of them a huge round of applause? And here we go. This is your opportunity. Now, I will just say, remember, here at Mona, we are about selling incredible art and supporting artists. And you know, there can be art that does not have the right person in this room, which means we're going to keep it because we're not letting somebody go home with something for like, you know, $500 that's worth $12,000. I mean, we can't do that. We won't do that. So here we go. If you would like Dee Ward's Fault 1, Fault 2, Fault 3, or Keke Cribs, Red Venus from Mars, or Meg Holgate's Greenfields, you have under 2 minutes to go. This is your final opportunity. If you want to make a bid, Deborah, you're in the lead. Nicely done on Dee Ward. And I'm telling you, there's a chance for somebody to have this incredible piece from Keke Cribs right now. You could be the first person. Meg Holgate, you've got Carol Thomas. Oh, Joanne just outbid. I'm so sorry, Meg. Meg Holgate's going to Joanne. Nicely done. You've only got about 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. And now Joanne's in the lead on Meg Holgate's piece. Deborah Kaiser's got Dee Ward's piece. Keke Cribs' piece is, well, it's incredible. You can make a bid. It's up to you. You're going to have the right spot for it. Meg Holgate's piece is going to, oh, Megan is jumping in. Deborah, you're still in the lead, and now you only have 45 seconds to go. Deb Kaiser's got Dee Ward's piece. Megan's got Megan Holgate. Megan's got Meg Holgate. You tricky. This is good. Okay. Meg's piece is going to Megan. Nicely done. And now you've only got about under 30 seconds to go. Deborah, nicely bid. And Joanne just jumped in on that Greenfields. I'm so sorry, Meg, but it is easier for me to say Joanne and Meg Holgate. But I would like you to bid one more time. Megan, you've got a chance. Deborah, you've only got 20 seconds to go. This is your opportunity. And I know Kathleen Faulkner is writing in the chat that she really thinks somebody should be bidding because the Keke Cribs, you're going to be so sad when we have to keep it here at the museum. But then a lot of people might get to see it. I mean, that's fine. Megan Dunlap is back in the lead on Meg Holgate's Greenfields. And Deborah, you're doing great. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds to go, and I'm counting it down without stopping. 9 seconds to go. Megan, you're doing great. 8 seconds to go. Deborah, you're still in the lead. You got 7 seconds relating. Megan, you can push the bid one more time. Remember, now Joanne, this is also your chance at 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations, Deborah, Megan. Our final group of live auction items.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Item number 28, Cappy Thompson, Riding on a Dream. This is blown glass and enamel. Using her signature style of reverse glass painting technique, Cappy Thompson weaves with mastery narratives often of whimsical nature. Thompson has been an artist in residence at Pilcher Glass School and is a recipient of the school prestigious Libansky Award. You will find her public works, Dreaming of Spirit Animals at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport and Gathering Light in the lobby of the Museum of Glass in Tacoma. Item number 29, Leo Osborne, The Singer, wood, metal, and 24-karat gold leaf. Leo Osborne investigates mediums and potentialities in art, whether through his paintings, bronze, or wood sculptures. He refuses to get locked into a niche and play the same tune over and over. He has always been a sort of a rebel. The Singer, this elegant mixed media sculpture, was donated in honor of March Bickle, Mona friend and supporter. And item number 30, Richard Gilkey, 6 drawings by Richard Gilkey. This is a print edition of 1,000. A 4th-generation resident of the Skagit Valley, Richard Gilkey's mentors were Mark Tobey and Maurice Graves, and from their teaching, he continued the tradition of the Northwest School. In 1990, Gilkey received 2 honors, the Washington State Governor's Arts Awards, and he won the grand prize at the prestigious Osaka Triennale in Japan. Thank you.
Okay, so our final 3 live auction items, and I will just say, if you purchase a live auction item this evening, there is packaging material, if you are here with us at Mona, that you can take the item home with you. If you are not here with us this evening, but you are attending via the live stream, then there are pickup dates and times, June 12th, through the 14th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So let us know, come by, and you can pick things up. And if buyers need assistance in with delivery or with packaging, then let us know. Reach out to auction at Museum of Northwest Art, or you can call us at our telephone number, which is 360-466-4446, extension 103. And if you live in the Cinque Terre and you are asking us to send something, we will be happy to assist you, and you will pay all of the costs related to that. That is how that goes. So, our final live group is items 28, 29, and 30. If you would like Cappy Thompson's Riding on a Dream, Leo Osborne's The Singer, or Richard Gilkey's 6 drawings by Richard Gilkey, you have under 2 minutes to go. Tom, you are going to have that incredible piece from Cappy. Leo Osborne's going to Joel and Lori. I'm telling you, follow the artists. Richard Gilkey's Patricia Nugent and Betsy. I'm so sorry, but Betsy was the top bidder up until just a moment ago, but Patricia has just made a bid. But, Betsy just jumps back in, and now you've only got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Betsy's very wise. And now Joel and Lori have Leo Osborne. Tom Mansfield's got Cappy Thompson's Riding on a Dream. You've got 1 minute remaining in the 31st annual Mona Art Auction. These are your last minute in order to make a bid. Tom, you're doing great. Joel and Lori, the Leo Osborne. Betsy's back in the lead on Richard Gilkey's 6 drawings. You only have 30 seconds to go before we close this evening's auction. Don't worry, the live auction is closing, but the silent auction is staying open, so you will have an opportunity on that. Now you've only got 20 seconds. Joanne's in the lead on Leo Osborne. Tom Mansfield, you've still got Cappy. Betsy, you're doing great on that Richard Gilkey piece. I'm going to count it down. You've only got 15 seconds to go. Last chance. Here we go. 10. Tom, you've got it. 9. Joanne's in the lead on Leo Osborne. Joel and Lori, you could come back. Betsy, you're still in the lead. You've got 8, 7, 6. Final opportunity to make a bid. 5, 4, 3. Make one last bid. 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations. Oh, my goodness. At the very last. The bidding is so tricky. Tanya comes in at the last second on Richard Gilkey's piece. Leo Osborne going to Dr. Joanne, and Tom has the Cappy Thompson. Would you give everyone who purchased art tonight a huge round of applause? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have one more very important announcement before we send you off into the evening. Because Stefano, amongst your many hats, host, executive director,
This is big.
there is also a heart.
Yes, we're closing the museum on June 14th for remodeling. We're doing a new roof and a new HVAC system, so we're planning to reopen on August 5th. So you can still support us through tomorrow night, 8 p.m., because the construction will be major, and we're looking forward to make it happen. So we have a new roof under which we can continue to host these amazing exhibitions and the collection. So thank you, everyone, for being here tonight.
Can we hear it for Stefano Catalani, the executive director and chief curator of the Museum of Northwest Art? Thank you all so much for being here at the 31st annual. And we will see you next year at our 32nd annual Mona Art Auction. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and good night. Thank you.